Let's stretch out our hips and our glutes today. This is especially great if you need some external rotation in your hips because you've been sitting at a desk all day. Grab a mat and maybe some yoga blocks and join me. I'm going to cue how I get into fire log pose or double pigeon, and also how I get into shoelace pose or cow face.
Let's warm up starting in bound angle pose, bending the knees and bringing the soles of the feet together. I clasp my fingers around my feet. Inhale, pull the toes towards my face, and as I exhale, I forward fold. Don't forget to smile. Take another big inhale, pulling the feet towards me, and on the exhale, seeing if I can forward fold, making the top half of my body heavy. Now let's send those legs out long. Inhale, and on the exhale, reach towards those toes. Now let's windshield wiper those hips, but for a better stretch, get those feet mat width apart. Now let's extend one leg straight out with a flexed foot and hug the other knee into the chest. Inhale, and on the exhale, twist, looking over your shoulder. Send that leg out straight and do the same thing on the other side. Remember to inhale and then twist on the exhale, looking over the shoulder. Now fold the right ankle over the left thigh and windshield wiper those hips left to right. Maybe with each exhale you get a little further. When you're ready, switch up and do the other side. Now that both sides are warmed up, I am going to bring my left leg underneath me and then stack the right leg over top like they are fire logs. If this doesn't feel accessible to you, try sitting on a yoga block or blanket. This is what fire log looks like in my body. All bodies are different. While in this pose, it might feel good to hinge forward for a forward fold. Great job. Now let's do the same thing on the other side, warming up that leg first, doing windshield wipers, and then gently stacking the top leg on top of the bottom, followed by an optional forward fold hinging at the hips. Now let's get ready to talk about cow face pose and shoelace pose.
I teach shoelace and cow face pose a little bit differently than the way many of us were traditionally taught, whereas we got into tabletop pose, cross one knee behind the other, and use gravity to fall back into the pose.
You may be familiar with this setup to get into the pose, but I teach an alternative setup.
That's not my way to teach it because I never want to get us into a position, falling into it, getting stuck, that our body isn't ready for, maybe not be able to get out of. So instead of using gravity to fall into the pose, if you haven't done this before, there's a different way that I cue it for my students.
Starting from fire log, I'm going to move into cradle pose, holding that leg with my arms and rocking it side to side. You can also bring it closer to the body like I am here. Now I bring the bottom knee underneath me close to the midline of my body, and I stack my top leg on top, aiming for both knees directly on top of each other in line with my midline of my body. I like to add in a forward fold while I'm in this pose. Inhale, and on the exhale, see if you can gradually become heavier in the top body, feeling a nice stretch. Return to a nice tall spine. Inhale, and on the exhale, maybe twist to one side, looking over the shoulder. Come back to a nice tall spine and then look the other way. Time to do the other side. Go ahead and feel free to play with your foot position. Maybe your feet are closer to your hips or further away. Once you get in position, let's go ahead and hinge for a forward fold. Nice tall spine. And then take a moment to twist each direction. Time to add cow face arms. So the key here is that whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm is on top. My right leg is on top, so I will extend my left arm overhead, bend it, and then bring the other arm underneath and try to reach my fingers towards each other. Time to switch which leg is on top and bring the opposite arm overhead, reaching for the fingers behind the back. When you're done, windshield wiper your hips.
Thanks for joining me.